The film opens by introducing the Fort Worth Westside Little League team in 2002, a group that is, to put it mildly, struggling. They are far from a powerhouse, often depicted as a collection of misfits with more enthusiasm for anything but baseball. We see early scenes of their games characterized by missed catches, wild pitches, and general disarray. Perhaps a foul ball smashing a concession stand window, or a batter more interested in flirting than hitting. The scoreboard often reflects a significant deficit, highlighting their underdog status. This initial portrayal sets the stage for the immense transformation they will undergo. Central to this team are the two co-coaches and best friends, Bobby Ratliff and John Kelly. Bobby is the more passionate, hands-on coach, deeply invested in the game and his players, including his son, Robert Ratliff, who plays first base. John, a lawyer, is often depicted as more detached, sometimes even filling out legal paperwork in the dugout, seemingly ready for the season to be over. His son, Walker Kelly, is a talented pitcher, but the team's overall performance is abysmal. The dynamic between Bobby and John, a blend of camaraderie and contrasting personalities, forms a key adult relationship in the film. The Ratliff family is introduced as a loving unit, including Bobby's wife, Patty Ratliff, and their younger son, Peanut, who is too young to play, but is a constant presence at the games. Their home life is portrayed as warm and supportive, a stark contrast to the team's struggles on the field. The inciting incident that irrevocably alters the course of their lives occurs early in the film. While helping his son Robert practice, Bobby Ratliff suddenly collapses. This moment is likely shot with a jarring suddenness, emphasizing the shock and fear. Soon after, Bobby receives a devastating diagnosis. He has an advanced form of melanoma, a terminal skin cancer, and is given a short time to live. This news shatters the Ratliff family. Scenes likely depict the raw emotional impact of the diagnosis on Bobby, Patty, and their sons, including difficult, frank conversations where the boys ask their father directly if he's going to die, and Bobby explains that his body will change and weaken. As the Ratliff family grapples with this life-altering news, an unexpected opportunity arises. Cliff Young, a representative from the Little League, approaches John Kelly. Due to other teams' disinterest in playing against formidable select clubs, John's struggling West Side team is offered a chance to go to the playoffs for the Little League World Series Championships. John is initially hesitant, seeing it as an impossible task for their no-star team. However, Bobby, despite his declining health, sees this as a profound opportunity. He approaches John, urging him to take on the coaching role fully and commit to the team. Bobby's passion for baseball and his desire for his sons and their teammates to experience something extraordinary, even as his own life is fading, becomes a powerful motivator. John, deeply affected by Bobby's diagnosis and his friend's unwavering spirit, reevaluates his priorities. He agrees to take over as head coach, realizing that life is short and that this could be a meaningful endeavor for the boys and for himself. With only 10 days to prepare for their first qualifying game, John brings in Coach Mitch Ballou, a former drill sergeant, to whip the team into shape. Ballou's unconventional and rigorous conditioning methods are likely depicted with humor and intensity, showing the boys' initial resistance giving way to grudging effort. The team also dedicates their season to Coach Bobby, a decision driven primarily by young Robert Ratliff, who, in his childlike understanding, believes that winning the season might somehow make his father better. This dedication becomes their rallying cry. "You've got to believe." This motto, echoing the famous quote by Mets legend Tug McGraw, becomes the emotional and spiritual core of their improbable journey. Against all odds, the West Side team begins to defy expectations. Their performance dramatically improves, and they start winning their qualifying games. The film showcases key moments of their unexpected success, highlighting individual players' growth and the team's burgeoning chemistry. The boys, initially a collection of misfits, begin to play as a cohesive unit, driven by their shared purpose to play for Coach Bobby. As the team progresses, Bobby's health continues to worsen. He undergoes chemotherapy, which takes a visible toll on him. These scenes are handled with sensitivity, showing the physical and emotional challenges he faces and the raw impact on his family. There are poignant conversations between Bobby and his sons, where he tries to explain his illness and prepare them for what's to come, without losing hope. Patty, as Bobby's wife, is portrayed as endlessly patient and supportive, often offering quiet strength and wisdom to both Bobby and John. The team's success culminates in their improbable advancement to the Little League World Series, LLWS, in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. This achievement, for a team that was initially considered hopeless, is a triumph of perseverance and belief. The film likely depicts the excitement and disbelief of the players, coaches, and families as they prepare for this monumental event. The LLWS portion of the film brings the emotional stakes to their peak. Bobby, despite his deteriorating health, makes a heroic effort to be present for his sons and the team at the World Series. His presence on the sidelines, though weakened, serves as a powerful inspiration. The games themselves are depicted as intense and dramatic. Fort Worth wins their first game, fueling their belief even further. However, they face a formidable opponent in their second game and are ultimately blown out, suffering a significant loss. Tensions rise within the team, leading to moments of frustration and conflict, such as two players colliding while trying to catch a fly ball. John, overwhelmed, might threaten to send the boys home, but is ultimately convinced to persevere, especially with Bobby's unwavering presence.
Robert Ratliff is on first base. They call him Rocket.
My name is Robert Ratliff, and my favorite player is Ichiro Suzuki.
The film builds to a climactic, record-breaking showdown. John's son, Walker, delivers an exceptional pitching performance, throwing a no-hitter for much of the game, which remains scoreless into extra innings. This sequence is likely filled with nail-biting suspense, highlighting the individual brilliance and collective effort of the team. As the game continues, however, the Fort Worth team grows increasingly fatigued. Walker eventually allows a home run and is pulled from the game due to Little League pitching rules, a heartbreaking moment for the young pitcher. Down by 2 runs, Fort Worth attempts a desperate comeback, but their efforts fall short when Robert Ratliff is ruled out at home plate while trying to score the tying run, ultimately eliminating them from the LLWS. The loss, though devastating, is portrayed as a valiant effort, a testament to their dedication and the spirit of "you gotta believe." In the aftermath of the LLWS, the film confronts the inevitable and most heartbreaking reality. Bobby Ratliff eventually succumbs to his cancer, dying surrounded by his loving family. This scene is handled with immense sensitivity, focusing on the raw grief of Patty and his sons, Robert and John Peanut. John Kelly delivers the eulogy at Bobby's funeral, a powerful and emotional speech that honors his best friend's spirit and legacy. The Fort Worth team serves as the pallbearers, a poignant visual of their collective bond and the profound impact Bobby had on their young lives.